Yes. I think that this is going to be Core Squad. Honestly, I'm... On stream, I've switched out Sela for Regil for a bit because Sela was a little mean to Ember. And I literally have no time for that. So I don't know. Regil's actually been really interesting. I kind of might travel with him a little bit more soon too. And by that I mean more when we pick him up kind of thing. So Sela might get swapped out then. I'm not sure. And I don't travel with Aru enough, like literally ever. So I think I'm going to swap out Land for Aru in the end and kind of mix up my party a little bit more compared to what I normally do. These three though, I don't know if I can survive without the three of them. Honestly, Lan is also a beast just in combat, but I don't think this is something I can give up kind of thing. So 1, Darren's just a boss healer. 2, I love Ember. And 3, Woljif. So that's wait, hold on, what does this say? Okay. I've never, ever convinced Halloran to leave Ramian alone. And I'm kind of curious. Oh, by the way, in case you missed it, they did announce the final DLC for Season 1. So that is up. You can kind of take a peek at it. And there is still going to be, as far as I know, a Season 2 DLC, but we don't know anything about it. And they also mentioned that in September, I think they're calling it the Enhanced Edition of this game will be coming out. And if you already own it on PC, you'll be getting it. But the Enhanced Edition comes with controller support, which is really exciting. So if you're somebody that prefers to play with controller, that'll be happening. And I believe also there's some kind of console release coming with that. So if you're somebody that's been waiting to play this on console, I got news for you. Might not have to wait long. Okay, so first thing, there is going to be somebody right here, and that's who we're looking for. But I'm not talking to him right now because I'm not talking to you. I'm over you. No, because I don't want to force that conflict with him. And that's exactly what'll, or not with him, but with Halloran. If you talk to him now and try to get this all handled, you'll force the Halloran conflict. So we saved, right? Yeah, game quick saved. Love this. And now let's see if we can talk Halloran off this ledge. The Inquisitor gives you an appraising look. Well, what brings you to me? I talked to Ramian. He's not your enemy and he only wants what's good for Canabras. The Inquisitor gives you a black look. I would consider those words an admission of treason from anyone else, but I don't wish to draw my weapon against she who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't, as long as you don't do anything worse than conniving with the rabble-rouser. The rabble-rouser. I won't ask you again to kill the rabble-rouser. He said it twice. Yes. I'm so happy. As soon as we liberate the city from the demons, my faithful will hunt him down. Interesting. Interesting. So I have to go. Go on, keep your head down. Okay, so yeah. Did we really finally? I am super, super curious now to see how this game changes now that Halloran's alive. I've never done that before. Huh, oh, and it leveled everybody up. Okay, hold on. So, elemental witch. Yes. Wait, did I want? Yes, I did. I'm gonna go with intelligence there. Definitely persuasion, definitely perception. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Let's do this too. Oh, never mind. I still had extra points. LOL, we're fine. The one thing I always do is fail religion checks. Always. I know Ember's supposed to have it, but I never seem to pass it with Ember. And normally I auto level my companions up. But I think I'm going to take over leveling for Ember to make sure that happens. What do I want? Cure moderate wounds or bone shaker is fun. I know Darren gets that though. I'm going to just... yes, and then... I could do summon monsters. Sometimes that does come in handy. Honestly though, I always do summon monsters and I'm looking to do something a bit different this time. So let's just give Abby Bone Shaker. That's fine. Perfect. So, Ember. I am going to do that. They gave her charisma. I'm going to... Yes, I think they gave her that. And I'm going to put a point into religion. Because everybody always fails it for me. Let's do healing, moderate wounds. Basically, Ember's going to have fire and healing. Darren is fine normally for the auto level. Woljif, we're going to leave Woljif as is. And I'm gonna... Actually, I do like the way that they auto-level land for right now. Sela, you're good. Does, I almost called you Kevin Bacon. Just can't have anything. No. Okay. I'm not gonna run. Kill me if you wish, but I ask that you hear me out first. What? What? Oh, no. Darren. I can't imagine someone would go so far as to kill you, Ramian. Your gaggle of good little worshippers wouldn't allow such sacrilege to come to pass. Why didn't you think to seek refuge with me? I would have helped. Out of solidarity for a fellow Azamar and to relive that one summer's eve. Darren smiled slightly wistfully. Darren, the priest seems to have only just noticed your companion. You're traveling in unexpected company, but to answer your question, I never considered trying to save myself. I wanted to help the people of the city. I refused to idly wait out the storm just to amuse you, not even for the sake of that one summer's eve. Yes, that is a common affliction among clerics, it seems. Now is no time for selfish pleasure. Our city is burning and the prelate has lost reason. I calmed Halloran down a little, like a teeny tiny bit. Halloran isn't like 100% calmed down, but like he's to the point now where he's not going to murder you. He's just definitely going to like get you out of the city the moment the demon attack has been repelled. Just as a heads up. He lowers his head. I suppose I should be pleased, but the idiocy and the injustice of it all, it makes my blood boil. I'll leave Canabras, but not before we fight off the demons. No matter what happens, I thank you. Irabeth is at Eagle's Watch, gathering survivors. You would be useful there. Commander Tirabade, I did not know her personally, but her wife Anevia is a regular worshiper at our temple. I'd be glad to aid them. Okay. Perfect. Thank you for listening and defending me. I'll now go to Defender's Heart. So I do know that I think it's like if Halloran doesn't make it, he then Ramian ends up replacing him, I feel like is what actually happens. Halloran is where? I've lost, I think I gotta go here. I gotta get to back to Ilk. So now I'm curious, is it Wallflower? I am super curious now though, if Wallflower is like if I'm gonna get attacked by Halloran and his people and I'm gonna have to kill Halloran anyways or not, because I did broker peace. So we'll see. I don't know, I'm a little curious. This could be very interesting. Definitely gonna quick save first because fighting Halloran is definitely not easy. Ever. Okay. You! I need to talk to you. And the eyes of a young lad peer out from under a massive helmet. At this proximity, it's obvious that his armor is ill-fitting and mismatched. The helmet specifically is either very poorly made or a theater prop. Pardon me, I saw you with that shawl. Does that mean you're a friend of Aranka's? What am I saying? Of course it does, so... I think there's, like, I don't know why, but there are people walking in this way. I thought when this first happened, I thought on stream that I had broke my game with mods, even though we didn't have mods at the time. So I was convinced I had broken my game some other way, but it just takes a minute. So we're just gonna, I would say we're gonna sit here quietly, but I don't think I've ever been able to do that a day in my life. Ah, here we go. The young man's speech is interrupted by the arrival of a new cast of characters. People in robes of Iomede's Inquisitor appears from all sides. Adept Thal of the Temple of Desna, you are under arrest on suspicion of treason and aiding the demons. You have 1 minute to come quietly, drag your feet, and we'll count that as an attempt to resist justice. Prelate Halloran appears. And here's the traitor who almost corrupted the Wardstern with his magic. You didn't think that the disorder and demonic presence in the city would distract us from pursuing traitors, did you? The youth's eyes go wide and he says nothing, clearly not knowing what to do. So literally, is there no way for me to save Halloran like that? I guess you'd have to, turn him over or something like that to really save him. But I'm not giving up this guy for Halloran. Like, there's no way that that's happening, especially given that I want to do the Azton mythic path. So, arresting and interrogating this man is your right, but treat him fair. No. Your paranoia has poisoned your minds. I've had enough of this. No. So you're torturing the poor boy for nothing? Demons are all running all amok. Now is not the time for settling scores. No, let's go with the good option. You're torturing this poor boy for nothing. You bear the gift of heaven, and you're taking the side of this delinquent conspirator? Oh, heaven knows not only the righteous anger, but mercy as well. Yeah, let's try it. Am I whipping out my sword? There you go, Abby. Woohoo! The Inquisitor's gazes at the light, not even blinking. His face reveals a desperate inner struggle. At last, he rubs his temples. I do not know why you are standing in the way of justice, but I do not wish to start a spat between the goddess's righteous warrior in this hour of peril. Let this Desmond riffraff go wherever he likes, just as long as it's out of my sight. When we liberate the city from the demons, I will see to it that every one of Ramian's runs and everyone like him will be driven out of Canabras. Come, faithful, we have no further business here. The young man lets out a sigh. This is just blatantly unfair. We tried to protect the city from demons, and instead of helping us, we get hunted by the Inquisitors. Prelate Halloran will be the death of us all, and there's nothing we can do about it. Anyways, thank you. I'd have been done for without you. I am very curious if I've made the right decision or not. Like, normally, like I said, Halloran dies for me. So, this will be interesting. The Inquisitor has gone too far. I'm glad I didn't let them take you. That's it! I don't believe I'll get a fair hearing from Halloran. If it wasn't for you, I would have been tortured and put to death. But even so, I have my regrets. I think we went too far trying to break into the Wardstone, and we didn't even save anyone. Chin up, pal. Now you screwed up royally, no doubt. But you meant well, didn't you? Halloran was trying to do the same thing as you, but he killed a whole lot of people while doing it. Walchan. I mean, it's true. Halloran was trying to do the same thing by doing the right thing. And he did kill a whole lot of people. Is this some kind of competition to find the most useless crusader? And you have appointed yourself the judge, have you? Woljif scoffs. The most useless crusader contest? I think you mean the whole damn history of the Crusades. And the judge, it ain't me, it's Discari. If you care to take a look around, he's already announced the results. I've never heard this conversation. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Hold on, I gotta scroll up a little. So, is some kind of competition? Yeah, so good. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go to the Temple of Desna. I want to be alone with the goddess and reflect on all that has happened. No, you're good. Oh, I just want to reread this. You royally screwed up, no doubt, but you meant well, didn't you? Halloran was trying to do the same thing as you, but he killed all. I'm the most useless crusader, and you have appointed yourself the judge. Like, that's so funny, though. Like, is Darren calling Halloran the most useless crusader, or this guy? Probably both, knowing Darren. Oh, man, that's so good. All right, now we're going to go to the Temple of Desna. Back. Wait. What happened? I just want to go here. Okay. We're going back to the temple. We're like back and forth, back and forth. So, if memory serves, I actually think we've done pretty much everything. I don't actually think we slept before, because there's a certain something missing from my inventory. Oh, I never put on my new ring. Oh my goodness. I never put on my new shiny ring. Okay. Perfect. I actually really like the Storyteller's ring. It's one of my favorite rings. Not only what it does, but the design as well. I actually really like the Storyteller, though. He's a very, very interesting individual. Okay, so into the temple. I know that there's tieflings rather, over up near where we are right now, so we'll go help them after. But I'm here. Hello, everyone. I made it. It looks Aranka and Thal sit side by side like sparrows on a tree branch. They seem happy despite the chaos going on around them. If it isn't our rescuer, it's so good that you've come. Sit with us. I'm pleased that you're all fine. I'm sure, but there's still much work to do in the city. No, we can stop for a minute. We need a break. Poor Abby. The adept share a conspiratorial look. We decided to give you a gift, a special gift, one that we would never share with anyone except for the person who risked her life for ours, who didn't just take a stand against evil, but against injustice under the guise of the law. It is interesting that they're separating here evil from injustice under the guise of the law, like, because there is a difference, and I do like that these guys understand that. Our gift, Aranka cuts in, is a song. We call it Starward Gaze, and it came to us from the true servants of Desna from her domain in Elysium. This song can gift a soul with renewed vitality. Just listen. Do I get a gift? Can I swap my song for something else? Say cash or even a snack. Can Woljif get a snack instead? Because I'll eat some of Woljif's snack. Paying no attention to Woljif's chatter, the young woman continues to sing. We're going chaotic. We're going to sing the song after her. You repeat the melody, feeling it coming from somewhere within your heart, and then... I really like this melody, though. I think that's also one of the reasons I have to always go with the Azathoth path, because it's so pretty. When the music stops, Abby finds herself in a place that looks nothing like the ruins of Canabris. It all happens in the space of a blink. She closes her eyes on one world and reopens them on another one entirely. A delicate twilight envelops this new world, with streaks of moonlight breaking through the gloom. Abby is standing in a shallow stream of murmuring water deep in a forest. There's no one else around. Garlands of unfamiliar, oh, I hate when that happens, of unfamiliar climbing plants twine around the trunks of the gigantic trees, and dangling from their branches are vines woven into what look remarkably like swings. A carpet of fragrant grass spreads across the tree's roots, with the islands of phosphorescent moss and lichen dotted here and there. Small, smooth stones with a strange mirrored surface are scattered around the stream bed in which Abby is standing. The stone catches the light, shining down from the heavens, making them gleam silver and making the ordinary little brook look like a stream of darkness carrying a sprinkling of stars through the night. Abby is sure that she has never been to this place before, and yet it feels so familiar. It's the manifestation, not of dreams or fantasies, but of the special way of looking at the world that only children possess. When a glint of light reflected off a piece of glass becomes a fallen star, when an oddly shaped stone can become a remarkable artifact, and when every shadow or twist in a path promises mystery or an incredible adventure, a single glance into the forest stream brings this feeling rushing back. Realizing this, Abby, I love that they describe this as like a way that children look at the world, because I don't know about you guys, but like when I was like a little kid, like one of my favorite things was to like, hey, what was like in the back of the closet? Is that like buried treasure? Or I'd make up like all these different stories, stuff like that. Or like I'd go to like when I visited one of my grandparents and stuff like that, like one of my grandmothers had a box full of like just kind of like old costumey jewelry and stuff, and I used to love going through it and like making up stories of where it came from and everything, and how it became like the most important artifact, but in actuality it was probably like a dollar bracelet kind of thing. So it's just such a good, like, this is such a good description of what it was like to kind of have that imagination and like sense of wonder as a child. So Abby, no, she is going to make her way along the stream bed, taking in her surroundings unhurriedly. The whimsically twisting stream runs through the silent forest, and Abby unhurriedly strolls along it. This place evokes a strange feeling of not calm, no, in fact, quite the opposite. A feeling of restlessness and anticipation of incredible discoveries or unexpected encounters. Or then again, perhaps it's not the place at all, but the eternal hunger, the craving for new experiences, which dwells within many mortal hearts. Speculation aside, just as Abby rounds the next bend, an unexpected encounter does indeed take place. They come closer, not attempting to hide, stepping lightly on the mossy carpet, leaping from branch to branch or flitting through the air. The creatures are thoroughly bizarre, as though they were deliberately conceived to try the sanity of every taxonomist on the planet. One has fluttering wings of a butterfly on its back, and another has the tail of a dozen different animals, while the third boasts tresses of streaming water, hooves instead of feet, a springy clover growing all over its skin. "We have a visitor!" one exclaims one of those strange creatures. And it immediately runs along the stream, sending up moonlight slivered splashes with every step. "Who are you?" "We are Azathoth, the children of freedom," says one of the creatures, carelessly swinging from the branches of a tree. "This forest is our home for today. Tomorrow our home could be a lake 100 leagues to the south, or an underground cave in the azure ocean, or a castle in the clouds that scatters in the dawn breeze. So where am I exactly then?" "Don't you know where you are?" asked the creature in amazement. "There are plains of breathtaking beauty and plains of astonishing wonder, but only Elysium is woven from the craving for beauty, from the belief in wonders. That's where you are, in the most peaceful, most wonderful corner of the plain of boundless freedom. We are Azathoth, the children of freedom," says one of the creatures, carelessly swinging from the branches of a tree. "This forest is our home." Oh wait, I had already read that part. "So how did I get here?" "We don't know how you came to be here," says the creature with a dozen tails, smiling. "Mortals rarely come to Elysium during their lifetime, but here you are, which means that something must have brought you, something in your soul. If your soul did not harbor even the slightest spark of freedom, yearning, and compassion, You never would have found your way here. Now that you know the answer, tell us, what do you want? I wish I could stay here forever. I really and honestly do. That would be incredible. Because this seems like one awesome place to be. But I have to go back. They need me there. The creature with butterfly wings, who has heretofore remained silent, gives the visitor a serious look and nods to itself. I smell the burning, the blood, and the tears of the place you have come from. It clings to you. It is right that you do not wish to turn your back on the suffering of those you left behind. None of us, children of Elysium, would do such a thing. Go back, be a bulwark against evil and strife. Your path is true. But would you like to take something from this place as a memento? The question hangs in the air. And though the words that Abby utters next are merely words, not a spell or a military command, they seem to have equal bearing on destiny and life. Yes, I really want to. The Azatals draw closer. Take this memory with you. Take this light. Take the knowledge that any pebble struck by a moonbeam can be equal to any star. Take the understanding that you cannot fight evil with clever plans until you have conquered evil within your soul. And your soul cannot be cleansed of evil if it is not free. Take our song. Remember it, and it may help you. But only when you are true to that which brought you beneath the sky. All three adepts look at you wide-eyed. What just happened? For a second you were surrounded by light, and we heard music, like the music of Elysium itself. I had a vision. I actually went to Elysium, kind of, and the Azatha spoke to me. The adepts exchanged looks of astonishment. I swear it's a sign that Desna herself has turned her gaze on you. You helped us protect a wallflower from the Inquisitor, even though it wasn't your responsibility. The goddess couldn't fail to acknowledge such a noble soul. We might be getting ahead of ourselves here. There are many powerful entities in Elysium besides Desna. But of course, there must be a reason for it. I'm so glad we met you, friend. And not just because I'd be being tortured by the Inquisitors right now if we hadn't, but also because you helped me overcome my doubts. We will always remember you, no matter what. So, I got that song now. Isn't that something, huh? I really, 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 really like the intro to this, like to Desna and everything, and especially to the Azatha path. It's, I don't know, it's one of my favorites. I actually like the introduction to the Aeons too. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of them going forward because they're just so lawful. But I really do like their intro. Actually, all of the paths are introduced really well. I just recently saw the introduction to the Lich path. I think that was it wasn't an accident that I saw it, but it was an accident that I went back so late for that. I didn't realize I was supposed to do something earlier on in chapter 2. So that was my bad. But yeah, it was actually really interesting. Now I need some tieflings. Or thieflings, not tieflings. Well, I mean, they are tieflings, but also thieflings. I need to go talk to them. Wait, this. I think the coolest part about this intro of the game is that it happens here, right? Like, this is where we were in the beginning. This is, I mean, you can recreate it all. This is kind of where they laid you down, where you, when you first came in injured, we did this over here, all this other stuff. Like, so it kind of ties you in, and I don't want to say grounds you, but it grounds the story really well. And that this is where it all started, and now look at it. And it hasn't been that long, and it's all so different. Like, the whole thing feels different. It's kind of incredible. I need to talk to you. Watch it! Watch it! What are you goons doing? You'll bloody crush me. A young tiefling lies trapped in a collapsed section of the tunnel. Another 2 tieflings scramble around, trying in vain to free him from the rubble. Quit whining! Hey, alarm! Someone's coming. Maybe she'll help us. Rise up, would you, before you get us killed? Let's make a run for it. No, come on! Don't leave me here, I'll die! Hey guys, I see you're in a bit of a jam. Get a load of this lot, and no escort neither. Woljif, you little shit. How are you not dead yet? Who's that with you? They're friends of mine. Great guys. Woljif turns to you and out of the corner of his mouth says, listen, do me a solid. Help me drag this sorry carcass free. They'll repay you. Cross my heart. All right. Let's get him out. Did I passed. Woohoo! You easily clear the rubble, free the trapped tiefling. Phew! I'm alive. All in one piece, give or take. Thank you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. The freed tiefling turns to his companions. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be cowards. It's not going to collapse. Go, or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Wish it now. Not now, talk later. Tiefling eyes you and elbows his chatty companion in the ribs, causing him to double over in pain. Everything's all right now? Then go and try not to get trapped. Wait. Yeah, try to get trapped in more rubble. Hey, wait, we probably should come clean now since you did save one of us. Well, we're what you call tieflings. Like my good friend Woljif next to me. We kind of skirt around the edges of the law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he don't like, or fancy Kionan wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. To me, these fellows are the true unsung hero of Canabras. My butler, may his decomposing remains rest easy in the gut of that demon, had a very high opinion of you. He said that you could get him whatever he wanted, things that had been banned and things that authorities hadn't thought to ban yet. Yup, that's us, the tiefling grinned smugly. Listen, buddy, so who are you? Wake up, you idiot. It's only the bloody count. What? For real? No way. Well, see, the thing is, don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in the city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance, and leads straight to the Great Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat's feeling a little dry or who's needing some nighttime reading material, we can get all the things to him that his heartless superiors refuse. We're providing a public service. I helped you. Now you can help me. Go see Commander Tierabade. You what? Are you blind or something? The tiefling points his horns and tail. Know what people call us? Arilu Spawn, and that's one of the nicer names. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tierabade, Irabeth, from Eagle's Watch. Lads, we have to help. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treats us with any decency. Why should we risk our necks for the Crusaders? Because Irabeth risked her neck for us. She saved us from that creep. Halloran yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless Toyrag would refuse to help her after that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I am not listening to any more of this. You do what you want. I'm headed for the River Kingdoms. Go on then. I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. We've made some good money in the city. It'd be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. But enough yammering. So long. So the tieflings have joined the crusade. So we got tieflings. We got Desna. We got the Knights of the Flaming Lance. Whew. Look at this. I don't know how many I can get. I'm actually kind of curious as to how many allies I can gather. I don't know if I've ever, like, finished. I have to look that up. So, Stay of Execution. Right, that's what we're waiting for. Burning City. This is the Great Garrison. Espies amidst our rank. Okay, so this is the Tower of Estrad. Gorm family secrets. I gotta go take Camellia to that. More than right. This is for Nenio and the Stolen Moon. Okay, so we gotta talk to Sister Kirsame. I don't know why her name always messes with me, but it does. It really and truly does. I'm kind of wondering what we should do next, though. We never saved Grandma. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. We gotta go. Oh no. Where is she located? Isn't it like up over? Is it up over here? Oh no. We're gonna have to go run around and find her. I think. Okay. I just gotta think about where she's located. Can you go further here? Or maybe I'm supposed to go this way and over? That might be it. I don't think she's down here. Like, I don't remember. I remember on stream, I think we went up here. All right, that's something. Wait, I'm gonna look this up and then we're gonna go find. It's not Grandma, but I call her Grandma because it's the people that make the plays. It's hilarious. You'll see in a minute. Hold on.